Good morning, Clarkstown South, and thank you for tuning into Wasian News this morning. My name is Katrina, and today we're going to tell you all a little bit about what's going on in the world.
I'm Mike, and I have some wonderful news that we've researched for you.
And I'm Alexis. Today, we're going to start off with something happy. Up first, the perfect way to get into the holiday spirit in our very own Havistraw, New York. A store named Lucas Candies is making their very own candy canes for the first time since the 1970s. They decided that they wanted to create something special to celebrate the store's 120th anniversary. Quite a feat. Today, candy canes are mass-produced without the use of real peppermint, and the red stripe simply being painted on. That's not flying in this shop. These candy canes are handmade with real peppermint. The owners came up with the idea when flipping through an old recipe book they found. Using trial and error, they have perfected their recipe. They are now offering free demonstrations during the entire month of December. Come down to their store, located at 6 Main Street in Havistraw, New York, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is a fun, free event the whole family can enjoy.
Wow, that's some delicious news, Alexis. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, in the world of eSports, things are also getting exciting. EVO 2016 recently concluded with a stunning victory in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Quebec resident Elliot Ally Caroza placed first in the largest annual fighting games tournament, beating out Japan's Takuto Kamamushi Ono in both winners' finals and grand finals. Ally stood out throughout the tournament as he was one of the few top player free agents. He has received small offers, but he wanted to win EVO to attract the attention of bigger teams. I mostly wanted to win because of the sponsorship, he explains. I think it gives them a reason to pick me up now. And he did get picked up. Ally recently joined Cloud9, a well-known American esports organization, having just won Best Esports Team at the Game Awards 2016.
Thank you for that, Michael. I'm sure everyone cares about your fake sports.
My name is Mike, not Michael, and esports are real sports.
On that note, let's get a little more serious. Recently, the Dakota Access Pipeline has halted construction with plans for a possible reroute. The Dakota Pipeline was about to go through sacred Native American land of the Sioux tribe. Many media outlets are claiming that Shailene Woodley, an actress known for the Divergent movies, is the reason many are rallying behind the cause that stopped the pipeline's construction. So while the media focuses on the white girl using her privilege to help others, many are focusing on the reroute. More specifically, the fact that this is actually a reroute. The first route, before it went through Sioux land, was actually through Bismarck, North Dakota. It was rerouted because it was thought to be a possible danger to the water supply. Basically, when the white people said, "Hey, this pipe seems dangerous, let's not have it go through our town, thanks," the government thought that was fair enough, so they put it through sacred Native American land instead. So now, when the Native Americans say, "Hey, this isn't safe or morally acceptable," the government is saying, "No, this is perfectly alright, what are you protesting for?" But now, a famous white girl is agreeing with the Sioux tribe, so they've changed their minds. How thoughtful of them. So we wait to see where the reroute will lay. Alexis, do you have any other happy news?
Well, I don't know about happy, but it's certainly news. At the age of 90, Cuban dictator Fidel Castro has passed away. While it comes as no surprise, many people have either been anticipating or dreading this day so much that it has shocked the world. Castro's ashes will be carried across the country, following the route he took during the revolution to take the capital city, Havana. Pictures show that citizens are sobbing over his portrait and don't know how to go on without him. I mean, who isn't going to miss a communist dictator that kept everyone in poverty? Meanwhile, Miami has never shined so brightly. Little Havana is bursting with joy. When the news broke, people partied, waved the Cuban flag, sang the national anthem, and there was even a giant conga line. All are hopeful that Cuba will begin to change and their people will move out of poverty and into prosperity.
Speaking of prosperity, the National Merit Scholars. Officials from the National Merit Scholarship Corporation have just announced the semifinalists for the 2016-17 school year. Approximately 16,000 students were selected from across the country, and they will compete to receive scholarships from the $33 million that will be offered next spring. By taking the PSAT, about 1.6 million high school juniors entered this competition in 2015. Several schools in Rockland County had one student each. An astounding 4 students were announced from Clarkstown High School South: Catherine J. Burns, Jonathan K., Alexander Lamb, and Mike A. Wu. Where are these students now? Senior Mike Wu was recently offered admission to the class of 2021 at Dartmouth College. One of the 555 admitted to Dartmouth so far, Mike intends to enroll and will begin there next September. I can't wait to see what this kid does in the years to come. Senior Alexander Lamb was also recently offered admission to the class of 2021 at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Wow, MIT! So far, he is the only student to be admitted to MIT from Clarkstown High School South in the past 7 years. I'll be sure to follow this guy's name in the news as he succeeds.
Wow, Michael, I didn't know you were a National Merit Scholar and somehow a news anchor. You're truly impressive.
My name is still Mike, and I am a man of many talents. I'm also the producer and editor of the station. Just saying.
Okay, to round out our newscast, let's have a year in review. More specifically, the best and worst trends of 2016. Let's start with some bad ones and end strong. First off, dabbing. Michael, no dabbing please, thank you. I think everyone can agree that dabbing is the worst dance move to ever become an international craze, especially in any setting that is not a dance. And now, let us never forget, rest in peace Harambe. The gorilla was killed when a child fell into his enclosure. Many called for justice for Harambe, among other, possibly more controversial things for Harambe. I think it's time for some of the better memes of this year. Now, we're all familiar with the meme that is the entirety of Donald Trump. Really, that man is just so memeable. But from Donald Trump's meme-like terror rose the unlikely hero of Joe Biden. Joe Biden memes helped a nation recover from shock after the craziest election season in American history, while also being genuinely funny. And last but not least, the 2016 meme. Basically, it consists of 2 photos, one of how you felt at the beginning of 2016 and one at the end. It's one of the best memes of the year because 2016 has apparently been an awful roller coaster to everyone, and it's possibly the most relatable thing you've ever seen. Well, this has been Wasian News, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you all
Never again.